Well then, welcome back everybody. In our last session, our party spent the session holding the corridor and making their way into the Yuan-Ti temple through force, spending the session clearing out all of the enemies in the temple. The party find themselves standing in the sacrificial room, having just searched the body of the lieutenant in front of them. They also found a note. I've added the note into handouts, which was a note from Finfaza to Respite that mentions that she has been summoned by the Dark Master and has left immediately on a quest to visit 3 locations and to gather the ritual. The temple itself at the moment is quiet. Nothing is moving except the faint flickering of light from the brazier in the center of the room that you're currently in.
The locations that she wrote in the note, are any of them familiar to any of us?
Yeah. I mean, you're familiar with the layout of the land. She's mentioned the island. There are a couple of islands around. She then mentioned the Firelands.
Yeah.
You can quite easily discern on the map the Firelands. And
is that on the main map? The big one?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm probably being blind. Fine.
Frozen Wasteland is in the upper left.
Oh, there's the Frozen Wastelands.
Yeah, top right.
Right. She's getting around.
Yeah.
But I don't see the Fireland.
Are they the Fadon? No, not the Fadon.
Could be the Dragon's Haunt.
The where, sorry?
Dragon's Haunt, near Dragonspine Mountains and the Iron Flat Plains.
Oh.
I think what we're forgetting is a question we had a while ago, which was if the world was round. Maybe the Firelands.
That's true.
Maybe the Firelands is the desert. So she's traveling first to the island to the northwest, then to the Skeleton Coast at the desert, and then crossing the deserts to the Frozen Wasteland.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Is the world round? Which way is she going to get there?
The world is round, but...
Oh, okay.
How common?
I mean, that was a discussion that we have actually had with each other, which is kind of sad when you think about it. But yeah,
do we know that the world is round?
Roll an roll a history check for me.
Oh no!
Galena, we are so dumb, you and I, that we might even not know that this is the case.
She has a big brain moment.
Yeah, she does. I mean, somehow you recall a story from your childhood. You know, speaking of how the worlds were spheres that once collided, and whilst the word sphere is a big word for a small elfling, you understood that meant round. Dustin, however, doesn't have
So
she'll pick up a round object for Dustin and say, "This is what shape our world is, but bigger." Very big.
So like a slightly flat, jagged rock?
No. round, curvy, and big. But I assume we are not going to chase Tentaza.
Did you say curvy and big?
Yes.
I'm not. No, stop
We
it.
live on planet Kardashian.
Yeah. The Kardashians are here. No.
I presume we do not want to chase Tentaza, though. We have other things that we need to do.
You're not the least bit worried about what she might do at the end of the union, well, the end of the world.
It's not the end
I
of the world,
suppose.
Dustin. It's just the other side of the big continent that I've never been to before. Have you been there?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then maybe
Oh.
you should be concerned. If you consider it home.
Wait. What part of me just telling you that this might actually be dangerous, what she's intending to do at the end of the world, was not a concern?
She doesn't have the crown. What is she going to do? Hiss at people?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how we would chase after her, to be honest.
We do have ships.
We don't know exactly where she's going, though.
We have map.
Pinpoint to me on the map where exactly she is.
She points vaguely in where we think the Firelands are. Right there.
Does it goes well, Valrus? It's not an exact replication of the world to begin with. It's an estimate. It's flat. If the world is indeed round, look, and then just put the map around an apple or something. Look, it doesn't work.
But we do have other things that we need to do, so we don't have to chase the snake lady.
We should find something of hers. This note might work, but in that case, if I prepare and we find a good scrying ball, I could try to find her.
Well, it is in her hand, I suppose, unless she dictated it.
It might work. But it would be even better if we could find maybe some of her scale or a lock of her hair.
Dust looks around. I mean, even finding one of her scales in here would be like... How do you even discern these two? Like, if there's a scale here, and he picks one up, if there's anything nearby, and this one over there.
I'm thinking she's the only one.
Perhaps.
She's the only one sitting on her throne, most likely.
If there's nothing there, then yeah, we're out of luck.
We could set a booby trap on the floor. She comes and sits down.
So
blows up.
I would look for. Let's go to the throne room and see if we can find some residues of her there.
I feel like she's going to realize something is wrong when she sees the rotting corpses of her, soldiers scattered.
But for that, she has to come back.
Not if we put them all in the pot. No.
What is it with your obsession with feeding predators?
This isn't feeding a predator, it's just a pot.
Oh, I thought you meant the snake pit.
We could put them in there too. Good idea.
So you're
Dust,
making
it
your way
seems
to the
voice-
throne room.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Dust is just following Jalena. Doesn't wander off.
Okay. You make your way through the temple proper. The double doors at the open leading to the throne room are wide open. You make your way down the corridor, and as you look around, the dim light from the wall sconces glowing blue casts an eerie shadow over everything. The temple itself doesn't look too clean. I mean, there's dirt and footprints all over the place. It certainly wasn't this dirty when you were first brought here and Ras Nasi was in charge. But you make your way closer to the throne room. It's quiet in here. The cold stone throne sits on the raised dais at the end of the chamber. Lunan, do you make your way over to the throne?
Yes.
You make your way past the 4 support pillars to the steps of the throne. The room itself hasn't really changed that much. The decor is still the same. No one's bothered to revamp it. The throne is still the same cold throne you saw before. It's definitely had some wear. As you step up, you take a look at it. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for races after could be whatever her name is, Fantanza.
Yeah.
If there's a scale here, a strand of hair, or similar.
Okay. Then give me an perception check as you're going to search or investigate around for everything. Yeah.
Yep. It was a bad roll. 13.
Okay. You don't see any evidence that Fanthaza has been sitting on this throne recently.
Worth a try. I wonder where her bed chambers were. Probably with the harem, maybe. I don't know. I have no clue.
Is this a mirror or something hanging here?
No, that was a
It
mark.
was.
Huh.
That was a mark that you.
It was something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. It was something that was during the fight last time we were there.
Yeah, I can just. It's not part of the map.
Ah, okay. So I thought it was like some like when you had the magic mirror in the tomb. Like it was something similar.
No.
It's like he had a magic mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the prettiest snake of all? Not you, Rasmus. Not in a million years. Ah, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? And the mark's gone. Or is there still a mark?
No, one of the players had put that mark on the wall. You put it there to remind yourselves of something.
It was probably
Ah.
incredibly important.
It was. I think there was something on the wall, like painting or something like that.
A legendary artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Vorpal blade that was hanging from the ceiling.
But it's gone now. We don't remember.
And of course, we don't. I don't have the fire sword anymore.
Correct.
Intriguing.
What now? I mean, suppose you can scribe and without the scales.
TM, can I just go up to the door and tap the metro key on it? Just to see if anything happens?
What door?
Not door. I want to tap the metro key against the mark. See if there is a door.
Oh, I
Like a
see.
secret. Like a secret or something with the key. Like Rasmus, he had some connection to Metro. I want to know if this works.
Alright, yeah, no, fair enough. Go ahead and roll either an investigation or a perception check for me.
Well, we know that my intelligence is piss poor, so let's try to use our eyes for this. No! Ah, the key.
The soothing
Oh.
tapping of the key almost puts you to sleep.
Well, that's the best I got.
I'll give you advantage on that check if you want to roll again.
Sure. It's probably better. Well, an 18, but no cigar, I guess.
Actually, an 18 is a cigar.
Oh!
Yeah, as you are tapping away, you do seem to recall that there was some reason why you had to remember this specific wall. And as you were just about to turn away, Dusted, you spin on your heel and your elbow just catches a portion of the wall. And the
Yes,
stone
Gumlock Dusted, come on!
sinks from your elbow as you hear a familiar grating sound of stone on stone. The wall slides open to reveal a room beyond.
More secret stuff? Come on.
More secret stuff indeed, yes. As you glance into the room, Dusted, your eyes almost seem to jump from their sockets. For ahead of you,
Yes, sparkles.
Shadows dance over an opulent bedchamber. Cushions lie in one corner at the far end of this chamber. Decorative shields line the walls. You look around and your eyes can't believe it. Treasure is heaped all around the room. Gold and silver coins. You notice a gilded harp, jeweled wine flask and pillows of silk. Fine clothes draped over wooden mannequins. A treasure trove of clothing, in fact. And to the east, an engraved stone disc is set into the floor of an alcove, much like the one at the back of the chamber you're currently standing in. To the west, a rectangular steel plate mounted on the wall is polished to a mirror-like sheen. Oops. Fog.
Well, you wanted to find a private bedchamber, didn't you?
Yep.
This might be it.
This is so much nice stuff. I will also be looking for some spell components if we have all of this stuff.
The rest of you... Luna, you definitely notice the sound of the stone door opening. Velrus, which one is your character? What's your passive perception? 12 or 15?
My passive perception is 15.
Okay, 15. So yeah, you and Yelena and Dusted... No, in fact, all of you have got high enough perception. Easy. All of you notice the sound of the stone door sliding open as you hear Dusted's jaw land on the floor.
Quite the find there.
Well, have a look for yourself. Dustin steps in, blinded by treasure. And if there is a trap, he's gonna step right into it. Because he's just having a look around, taking it all in.
Okay. Roll, well, anyone who's in the room, you can roll a perception check for me if you're looking around.
Flabbergasted.
Yelena, what are you up to?
She will follow after, but keep an eye on.
The boys are
Get all
wandering off.
excited.
Stop them before they get in trouble.
Yep.
When Lunan is looking around, he's also mainly focusing on seeing what type of treasures there are, because he's looking for certain particular things that he could use for spell components.
Okay.
Are you looking for her scales or something, or
Her scales, I'm looking for. But I'm also looking for stuff like platinum rings, rubies, other diamonds, like sunburst type pendant. There's a lot of things. If you want, I can send you a list of potential things I'm looking for.
God. Alright, so how long are you guys going to spend looking in this room? Let's put it that way.
With this much treasure? Quite some time.
Alright. Yelena, in the next 10 minutes, what are you going to be doing?
She will keep an eye out in case anybody is appearing, because we didn't deal with all of the county.
So you're gonna stand watch, are you?
Yeah, the harem ladies may have gone to find people who are angry.
Alright, now we are in... I've neglected this rule, which I should have been using, but any perception checks that are made in dim light are done with disadvantage, aren't they? Anything?
I thought these things are lamps.
These are lamps that cast dim light.
Okay. In that case, I cast light on one of the coins on the floor and throw it to the middle, so we light up the room.
Cool. Right. Yelena, now you are staying in the room, or you're going to... Let me put it this way. Are you going to be standing watch in bright light or obscured in dim light?
It'll be obscured in dim light.
Okay. Which means anyone trying to attack you will get disadvantage anyway.
Okay.
But at the same time, you'll get a perception check at disadvantage while you're guarding for using your eyes. So give us a perception check then while you're standing guard outside.
Dark vision. I can't remember how dark vision affects dim light.
Yeah, dark vision is dim light.
Oh, okay.
And dim light becomes...
Dark.
I forget.
Yeah,
Darkness becomes like dim and vice versa, right?
I'm confused.
I'm not sure anyone. DM, did you say there was a mirror?
Yes.
Would you think it would work for the scrying component?
We will.
I mean,
we'll get to that in a second.
If it's this big,
I just wanna. Where are we? Yeah. So Yelena, just roll a normal perception check for me at the moment, if you would, please. This will be while you're standing. Perfect. Okay. So, Everyone's gonna put their faith in Yelena guarding the door for the next 10 minutes.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. What you then
I
find...
have to walk through her first.
What you there, true. Right, what you find in the room. Where's the map? So there you are. So on your right hand side is the disc on the ground, which is engraved into the ground that you've seen. Looking around, Dusted, you automatically notice a collection of wine flasks set off to one side in a crate. With your 18 perception check, there are 6 bottles of Sembian wine. Each could probably fetch 50 gold pieces a bottle. From your...
And is that in the back of the room, or is it closer to where I'm at now? Or
it's close to where you're at right now. It's in the treasure pile right near you, next to the desk.
oh, ooh,
You recognize this wine farm. It's from the regions where you were basically brought up in captivity. So you know this is good quality plonk, and it looks vintage as well. Right next to it is a light blue, dark blue Amnian doublet with a matching money pouch, and it's bejeweled. A bit like a tunic that you would wear, you know. It's worth about 75 gold pieces you could probably get for that. As well as a matching cloak.
Dustin is definitely gonna hold them up. I just look at the 2 other guys and Jelena for a moment, like holding it up, like closing one eye and sort of like imagining them wearing that.
Is someone writing this down in a tag, and then we can choose what we bring with us?
I will write it in the
just-
game log, and then you guys can add it onto Discord.
Yes.
Is that alright?
Perfect.
So it has a it's a cape. I mean, I wonder if. I have to ask this stupid question. Does the cape smell of sulfur?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
I lean in close as he.
Why are you disrupting me? Oh.
You know what, Dusted? It certainly might smell of something more than just charcoal. There's some weird sort of a jungle scent to it. Maybe even mushrooms.
Ah. Oh, it's maybe not one of those special teleport capes, but it's still, well, I suppose it's fancy looking.
This is one of a kind.
Who got the other?
I think the other 18 was
Valrus. Valrus.
Yes.
You are next to Dusted as well, and nestled in next to an orange urn, you see the gilded gold edges of a harp poking out from some of the coins, and as you pick it up, you look at it, turn it over. It's a fine musical instrument for sure. It reminds you of something that you've seen in your travels, maybe, or you've read in a book. It looks like a fabled moonshade harp. You seem to recall reading these were worth quite a pretty penny.
Interesting.
Lunan. You look around. The wooden chest next to you is unlocked, and it has 150 platinum pieces inside.
Oh,
As you take in the room, Lunan, you also manage to count all of the coins magically. And you manage to accurately come up with the exact amount of money lying around scattered on the floor to 350 gold and 900 silver pieces. The orange clay right next to you, Dalris. As you pick up the harp, you notice some sparkling from inside, and as you look inside, someone's only gone and hoarded all of their gemstones into that orange clay urn. You decide to grab it, have a look inside as Dusted looks over your shoulder, and you count through. You find 30 gemstones of various shapes and sizes and makes, each valued at about 50 gold pieces. There is also a painting lying on the ground of a froghemoth, one of the monsters that you encountered guarding one of the tombs. In fact, I think it was the first tomb that you actually entered, or the second.
oh, the shrines, yeah. Oh, the shrines, yeah. Sorry, confused from what.
Good, you remember.
It was the big frog with tentacles growing out of his arms.
Yeah.
Something.
And you would value that probably at about 100 gold pieces for the painting. Exquisitely made. As you make your way through the rest of the room, you also all notice the cushions themselves are of the finest silks that come from the desert regions. You could probably get a good, for all of that cushion and bedding, about 250 gold pieces.
As Dusted goes closer, I'm like, please don't contaminate anything. I want to see if I can find some traces of her.
As you all look through this room, it dawns on you, most of the stuff in here hasn't been disturbed for some time. In fact, as you're looking around the desk where you are, Lunan, you notice a leather-bound tome sitting on the desk.
I'll check it out.
Okay. Why don't you explain to me what you mean? What are you going to do when you say you check it out?
First off, I look at it without touching it, if it says anything.
What languages can you read? Common, Elvish, Dwarvish.
Right. Yeah.
That's
I
it?
used to have Celestial. I just mismatched it. But no, I don't have more. You don't get more. Or I built the thing wrong. Missed something.
Alright.
Yes.
You should get one or two more
Common,
languages.
Elvish, and Dwarvish.
Alright, looking...
In that case, I would. In that case, I would have Celestial as well, but I don't know if I would have anything else.
Okay. You don't recognize the writing on the tome. It's a leather-bound volume that's engraved also with a picture. A horde of skeletons are engraved into it, and there is obviously some runic writing on the front of it that you don't recognize.
I think since I'm in this room, I will cast Detect Magic.
Burning a spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay. As you cast Detect Magic, two things strike you. Number one, the book itself is magical. And it seems to be giving off a number of magic schools. You can't pinpoint down exactly which one. In fact, what's even more weird is it's not the entire book that's magical, slightly, but the pages inside. They are the ones that are giving off various different schools of magic.
I really hope it's not like full of glyph of warnings and just ready to explode as it's being opened.
I wish I'd thought of that. Maybe I did.
You haven't read those, or maybe you have, those horror stories where you cast one glyph on each page and put a firebolt on it. Like an atom bomb.
As you look around the room, you've noticed that the shields around the room, there are 4 of them, and each of them give off a slight aura of transmutation magic.
What type of shields? Like weapon shields?
Yeah, like sword and shield. Not a buckler, but like a half-arm shield.
Okay.
A guard shield, if you would.
Hanging on these walls?
Yes. There's 5, 1 to each wall, basically.
And transmutation.
Correct. The just while you're gonna ask anyway, the clothes, the bedding, the painting, none of it, and the harp none of it is magical. However, the wine collection, the wine bottles seem to have some sort of transmutation. Well, mind you, you've recognized this. You recognize that there are some healing properties in each of those wine bottles.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah, we will probably pack it all with us in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we can fit all this in there?
Everything but the harp should fit quite easily, I think.
The harp should.
Does it sit? Yeah. Does it sit down the bag of holding, so it's easier to.
I'm not touching the book yet. We pack up everything else first.
Okay.
And there was a mirror here, right?
Yeah, there was a polished mirror.
Is that also looking like it's not been used in a while? Like is it dusty or anything?
Correct. Yes, it's one of those dressing tables. You know, when they have the rotating mirror on it and some drawers. But the dressing table is not the kind that you see in a fairy princess story. It is just a rudimentary block of wood like a table, and you can see someone's managed to hammer in some wooden pegs and affix a mirror onto it, so it serves a purpose.
So this is the text for scrying. I think Luna would know if this mirror would go as a silver mirror and work for that purpose.
I mean, it's definitely not a silver mirror.
Yeah, then Luna knows it's not that interesting. Okay, cool. Then the last thing would be...
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you because this description insinuates that a font filled with holy water must be worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Which
so you
is
need
20
golden
bubbles.
font
Just a
20
barrel of holy water.
at either a barrel of holy water or because one flask of holy water was like over
It's 50 or
100.
25.
25 is the standard, but one flask, like a water flask, was 5 fillings, and that was like over 100. I don't remember the exact price.
Well,
but we had
that's
it.
still a lot of water. That's still a lot of water.
Yeah.
Does it specifically require like a crystal ball, silver mirror, or a font or whatever, or would your current focus work for that as well? Since you probably have a pretty expensive idol thingy.
Like my current focus is the what's it called?
The
Amulet of the Devout.
Yeah.
Wondrous item +2.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel like it goes under the, because it feels like this spell is written in a way where it should be a focus.
You need
classically is used for scrying and doing those type of things in.
Yeah.
I mean,
It would be weird if you could just use your holy symbol and exchange it for
I don't
that.
think-
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like it follows the theme of what's written.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it also says F focus, which is the specific word for a holy symbol. So this holy symbol must be worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, regardless. Yeah.
I assume Amulet of the Devout would be at least 1,000.
have you got one?
I do, yeah. You gave it to me as the price
Is it your
when we
spell
got to.
focus?
It's what I cost through to get the costing working. Yeah. Before it was just my shield, and I also had a normal Ioun label on amulet around my neck.
Yeah, it is a wondrous item. I would, given how you came by it and the blood, sweat, and tears that went into it, I mean, that amulet is probably worth a good 20,000 gold pieces. I mean, you almost lost a couple of players over that, and you lost your most bravest party member, Biff.
No, you
Ironically,
mean
I
second
think-
Lunan?
The
Oh,
person
my bad.
closest to death was Loon in
Yeah,
that endeavor.
I lost my life over that.
this is true.
Nearly lost.
Mind
it
you, a
twice.
clone, but still.
This is true.
We still carrying around that thing, by the way?
What thing?
I hope
Clone.
not.
The heads of the dead wizards?
Otherwise,
No, not the head. The clones.
the Lunan clone.
Was technically in the bag of holding at one point.
You did put him there? I don't remember. Because if he did, I could bring him back.
I thought he was in the he was in the corner of the room at the top, and you guys left him there.
No, because someone
he
insisted we
had
took him
died.
along at one point. Yeah.
But I really don't know. You would have to go back and listen.
Yeah, we could go back and listen to
Yeah.
previous
Well, yeah. I'll put that as my my job for next week. Oh God, because it is in the old sheet in the bag of holding. It says soul corpse, so it's just
So
very
you've got a rotten
concerned.
corpse inside your bag of holding.
Oh God.
Nice. Yeah, we'll go
Oh,
back and double
no.
check that because that would be quite awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. It could come in handy at some point when I wanna feign my death.
When inevitably I'm gonna feign my death. I mean, you are quite desperate to get rid of that other wood elf fellow, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I can come back looking sad, carrying that, and then after that I just have a hat of many disguises.
You're not the marrying type, are you, Lynn?
The
Not
other guy might
intrusive
be.
salesman.
Interesting.
So, what? Sorry?
Nothing. Nothing. Talking out of turn. Carry on.
Lunan is too young. He's only... don't mind how old he is. I think he's at least as old as you other two combined, not Jarlena.
Dustin's looking to Valorous, and then looking down himself, and then at Lunan.
Or, no, several times that, because he's in his hundreds. Way too young. Can't get married before hitting at least 800. And it's time to settle down.
You guys finished yet? I'm going to actually fall asleep, which is a feat in itself.
Yeah, it's very...
How jokes on you? You can't fall asleep.
Yeah. Touche.
Why are you
It's like-
talking about getting married, Luna? You're supposed to be digging for treasure.
That's how you really burn someone as an elf, saying, "You're making me fall asleep."
Lunan, are the pillows free now?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's clear this place before we touch this book
Are they nice
and
pillows?
these fields.
Yeah, the
Does the
pillars are
hats-
pretty dope.
But does
Can
it pat
we-
them down? We won't sell
Can we have the
these.
pillows?
We won't sell
Can
them.
I have the pillows?
You can have some of the pillows.
Most of them?
You just want to decorate
Just
our
a-
house.
Justice hisses. Justice hisses a bit
Fine,
under
I will
his
accept having half of the pillows.
Can I have all the gold for my
No.
room?
You can have three of the
I
five
can
pillows.
take the platinum.
I shall accept this deal.
You can have the gold, I
Dustin-
take the platinum.
Dustin is feeling the pillows and checking which one is softest.
So how do we...
Dustin, roll a performance check for me, please.
Oh god. Oh no, I don't have my. Oh no.
Varus is gonna casually, waltz up to the pillows, twirling his bead of fireballs around his
Don't
finger.
you touch my pillows, you
If you
fireman.
do that, Valris.
I will send you. I will send you back to hell.
The two frontliners are not having this. You can set fire to me anytime you want, but you are not.
But my
fire to
pillow.
these pillows.
Not my
You
pillows.
monster.
Alright, alright.
Dustin is not quite sure which one is the softest, but he is pretty sure that it's this one. And then he sort of like puts that into the bag of holding, and then the others as well.
With that 8, though, Dustin gets distracted for quite some time by the tip of his tail, as it softly beats against the pillows.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Which one is it? I know one of these is the softest one. What the softest one?
While Dusted is trying to pick, Lunan just start packing them.
No.
Fair enough. All right.
I'll figure this out later. Fine.
You manage to pick the room clean. The only thing remaining is the mirror and the leather tome on the desk.
And the shields are still on the walls.
And the shields on the walls, yes.
Are they just ordinary? Well, I say ordinary. Are they just like kite shield, half arm shields?
Yeah.
Like they're nothing other than no emblems or anything.
No emblems. In fact, it looks like they have all been scraped or rubbed off. The shields all look like generic steel kite shields.
Ah, okay. Well, I do have one, so I don't really need one at the moment. But,
I think we will take them, but first we want to clear this out so nothing gets hurt when everything explodes.
all right, I'll take this bag and leave you guys in here.
We can probably all get to a safe distance and fiddle with the book using.
No, you pyromaniacs can stay in here with the book. Chalina agreed?
So long as the pillows are safe. Yes.
They are in the bag, and Dustin hands the bag over.
Very good. No pillows for you. Fiend.
Hey, I have my wrong character
I'll
sheet.
take that as a compliment.
Log in with the wrong Lunan. I'm logging out. Why did I not log in with the right one? There we go.
It's the old me. I am new me.
Yeah.
New, new me.
Lunan
I have
disappears and
different spells. Then I have to remember to pick off the first level spell. I hope I still have it.
Margot is here. Ah! Margot is here.
Where?
Yeah, he just logged in.
Oh, that's
Margot
me.
housekeeping. Okay, I thought.
No,
It's like
me.
Margot.
But yeah, Lunan looks at Vargo. Valeris. It doesn't want to load, and then does the same type of movements he has seen him do many times before, and creates a mage hand.
Oh. Alright.
Then Lunan steps away as far as he can, while still seeing the tome, and lifts it and see if he can open the book with the mage hand without anything happening.
Alright.
If possible, I would want to stand within Jarlena's
Can you not
protection, but I can't. Right now, everything is bugged, so give me a second.
No worries, so we'll move you to the doorway area. As you reach out with your mage hand, it closes on the tome as you hear a sizzle and a pop. Bzz, as the leather-bound tome almost appears to explode with a charge of lightning that dissipates into the hand.
It was some sort of trap, at least.
Did the tome survive?
Oh, the tome is unscathed. Does the hand take damage?
No.
Don't know if it can, but if it does, I would.
Probably dead.
I don't think it does it?
I don't think it has HP.
Yeah.
No, it just disappears if it's more than 30 feet from me.
Yeah, okay, cool. So it does just dissipate through as the book lifts up. You said you were going to then try and open the book?
Yep. Open on a page. The first page.
Alright. It's one spectral hand. As it picks the book up, you manage to nimbly flip the book over so the spine is in the palm of the hand's grasp. You manipulate the fingers to flick open the cover and open the book so it opens flat. The hand remains still floating in the air with the book open. You cast your eye upon it. Can you roll an Arcana check for me, please? It's a spellbook. A wizard spellbook.
Mm-hmm.
Which is quite interesting.
Luna will walk up to it, letting the mage hand still hold it, and look at it
Okay.
to see if he can understand it at all.
With your Arcana background, and as you look at the book, you recognize the spellbooks because you've seen the ones in the library in your own place, the ones from the Red Wizards, and of course, you know, your Arcana background. Yes, I mean, out of interest, can you use wizard spells in your character build?
I can't add them in any way. They are only added when I level up certain pre-decided ones.
Alright. Roll an investigation check for me then. I'll give you a choice actually, Arcana or Investigation.
Ooh, Arcana, for sure. It's like +1 or oh.
Shit. I mean, look, in my book, a nat 20 always trumps everything. And that's just crazy. As you look over the spellbook, you deem it safe to handle. And indeed you are correct. As your fingers gently caress the pages, you flip over back to the cover, and as you look down, it suddenly dawns on you. As you look through the book, you notice some of the spells might be wizard spells, but they're definitely aligned with a priest, because you have Create Undead, the Blight, you can see Animate Dead, Fireball you notice for real. And as you flick through to the front pages of the book, you look at the cover and you can see the horde of skeletons engraved into the leather, and all of a sudden you recognize the name Raznazi engraved into the cover of the book.
Nice.
This is
Raznazi's book.
I wonder if Fenthas ever actually found this chamber.
Maybe not. Probably not. They probably would have raided it by then.
But then again, what use do they have for gold?
Or spellbooks.
I will place the spellbook in the bag of holding as well. Raznazi's spellbook. And then I will see if Mage Hand can, while standing quite close to it, like I will stand like here. If one of the shields are here, I will see if the hand can pick one of the shields off the wall, or like at least push it off its hook.
Yeah.
It falls to the ground.
Yeah, the shield is heavier than the hand could carry, but it would be able to knock it off the peg. And as it does, the steel shield clatters to the ground with a loud clanging sound. Other than the echo in the chamber, nothing else. surprises you.
Then I will walk up and look at it more carefully.
Okay. It looks like a battle shield. Quite impractical, given you're in the center of a jungle and it's made out of steel. But it
Yeah,
does look like
But
something.
it was,
Mm-hmm.
but it was magical.
It does give off magic, yes. Transmutation, you remember.
Mm-hmm. I think, and all of them looked the same.
Correct.
I think I will use my magic initiate wizard identify that I have,
Mm-hmm.
and cast that on it to see what it is.
Is it just an action? Like an identify spell?
Yeah, it's I cast the identify spell without having to use a spell slot. I have one per day, one per
Awesome.
long rest to use.
That is so cool. And this,
We discussed
as you cast identify, I
whether
mean, sorry, you breaking up. What's that?
it was one of the things we discussed whether or not I would take or not when we did the building.
Yeah,
That I chose in the end.
I love this ability. You should use it as often as you can every day.
Yep, it's really nice.
And this magic item I love as well. It would be so amazing as a permanent item. As you connect with this shield, you get a sense of how it was used and where it came from. Flashes come to you. A man, a paladin, fighting in the jungle. Sword in hand, flaming as he cuts down his enemies, shield in hand, made of steel. As he smashes the shield, it breaks the jaw of one enemy. He cleaves another with his sword, and you look around and the image you can see is Raznazi on a corpse heap of enemies. The slaughter of the Ishoya tribe. But it is the shield that catches your attention, for it's the same shield that you're holding. Another flash comes to you. Raznazi in tatters. The shield is lying on the ground and he's hammering at an anvil, creating another. Another flash comes to you of Raznazi pleading with UMT, this very temple, to be changed into a UMT himself. And then another flash comes to you as you see Raznazi hanging the shields on each of the walls in his trophy room. And as he stands there, he says the word Selam. The shields spring up off the wall and surround him, moving in a circle, levitating around him, providing him additional cover. As he moves forwards and backwards, the shields follow his every move like guardians, like sentinels, to protect him should he ever be attacked. And those are the flashes that you get when you hold this item, and you realize this magic item was attuned to Raznazi himself, a defensive item. Each of these shields would provide a 2 armor class bonus. Should one ever fall, you would lose that armor class bonus, and each shield has an additional 20 hit points. However, you also get the feeling, your identify spell lets you know that these shields' magic only work in this room for Raznazi. Should they ever be taken from this room, they will become normal shields.
Okay, nice. Does either of you want a good shield? It's just a normal shield, metal, heavy. Elena,
I
you want
already
one?
have.
If it is normal, no, I have magic shield.
We could bring them away from here to make them inactive.
Well, Rasmus is
Apparently,
dead, so I suppose.
Resonancy is the only one that can wield them. I think Luna will just place the shield down, and then we're pretty much done in this room, I guess. We did look at this last time we were here, and I believe you said then or hinted then that it could be something for teleportation.
Roll a
But were the-
Arcana check for me. Nice.
Anyone?
Alright. I'm going to make some assumptions on this, and I assume you walk over to it and you have a look, and as you glance down, it almost seems worth investigating. You glance down and take a look, and indeed you remember the other one on the bottom of the chamber where you fought the Hydra and Raznazi. They are kind of similar. In fact, they look like they're linked. With the 21, you draw the conclusion that indeed this is a teleportation system probably spread throughout this temple of various teleportations, and you step on the teleporter and it transports you to another location. What the command words are, you do not yet know.
People can teleport with these. Maybe we should get going. But I do like this temple. I kind of feel like we should take over it and get rid of the blood.
Well, I suppose some clerics will always like temples, and some would-be liches will always like tombs.
Yeah, but imagine all the libraries we could fit in here. All the knowledge we could hold.
You are preaching to Vago, which is not here.
He knows that knowledge is power. As is. Yes, it is.
Does it unsheathes his rapier and says, "So is this," and points to the end of it, the sharp end, and then sheathes it again.
Sure, but not as powerful. With the right type of knowledge, you could bring down the gods. Or make them.
I have no ambition for either.
What did you say?
I have no ambitions for either.
But you can also bring peace and prosperity. Order to do with the point of the sword.
Is this
Should
more?
we-
Is this more of this benevolent dictator talk?
No. No. Then I don't mind. If that's what I wanted, swords works fine. Should we get back, or is there anything else we want to do here? Out of character. Did we look through all the corpses? I don't
I think
remember
so.
if we investigated all of them.
Yep.
People were looking through the corpses and found the letters, I suppose.
No, but that's
Yeah.
good.
You found what you've
My-
needed
my-
to on the corpses, yes.
My concern is probably with the animals in here. If there's anyone still, like,
Was there still animals?
I mean, you
I
said you
guess we
saw
should look.
some when you were using your eye, so I suppose there is some, but I don't know if there's still anyone left. It's just
I guess we should.
you described the corral with animals in it. So if we're leaving them here without anyone to take care of them, they will die, and that doesn't necessarily sit well with me.
I guess we should look through all the rooms that we haven't investigated and make sure there is no slaves captive somewhere, locked in a room, left to die
There is
before we
none
leave.
There's none south of here, so well, at least where we came in to here. So we should probably look somewhere else.
We can go towards the entrance. There was a corridor up there, and there was also a door down the main path, if I recollect correctly.
I'll lead on. I'll be right behind you.
Quick enough.
Teleportation, Lunan, come back.
The cat is not quick enough.
Oh, I'm more than quick enough.
I wonder if I could be quicker than you. I think I could.
Possibly.
At least long distance.
Well, you would start to overtake me eventually because I can only do feline graces every so often. So I can only on the short sprints I would be faster, I suppose.
Short sprint you can do action surge, feel and grace, and then you fly. But I can cast long strider and go 45
yeah. So
per turn.
I imagine that Lunan and Dustin are just discussing their running capabilities as they walk into this room, not paying attention at all.
Varus, I've moved your token.
Aye, I was about to.
No worries.
But zooming out is difficult on.
Alright, so you guys are going to plan on cutting across the temple. At what pace are you walking? Or are you running? Are the two of you having a
Incredible
race
speed.
based on what you're talking about?
It sounds like it.
In which case, Dusted and Lunan roll initiative.
All right.
I nearly forgot what the word was. Oh.
And I have advantage. I have advantage on all initiatives. So.
Lunan's there talking back. You're much quicker than me in the short distance, and Dustin just disappears.
False. Yeah. Meow.
Right.
I'm just
assume... Go on.
I'm just gonna cross out my my feline grace immediately.
All right. So if it's
being spent.
If it's a straight sprint, it's 140 feet to where you are now.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to vault over the mouth of the snake by the Blood River and try and climb up the balcony.
You say unless. Wouldn't the unless for Dusted be unless you go around?
That was... fair enough. No, it really... You round about the same, actually, because if you're climbing...
Oh, okay.
Well, let's see. One last check. Oh, dude, it's... Even if I go straight through, yeah, it's 140.
Oh.
Alright, so you can take any route you want then. If you're jumping, you just need to roll an acrobatics check and see who gets there first, basically. So,
I am
Dusted.
definitely gonna do that.
And how...
Why? Why? Why a natural 20 on something like this?
Alright,
Oh, why, Dustin, do you put so much pride in being such a dumbass?
Dusted,
love
what's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 30.
So, you move 30.
Oh,
You take the
and then I
dash
can
action to move
dash.
another 30. It's 60.
And then I have Feline Grace, which can double my movement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it must be the base movement. It cannot be anything. I'm just gonna link it. There we go. When you move your turn, you can double your speed. So I just double it to 60, yeah. And then I dash, which is then 120, yeah?
So you double your speed to 60, and then you do another 60 on the dash is 120, yes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
First move.
that's your turn. 120 feet, that's pretty darn good. Alright, Lunan, over to you.
That's what I don't understand with that cat. He never listens. I said on long distances, and Lunan just continues walking with others.
Oh my.
And what, you just walk, do you?
Yeah, I just continue walking.
Yeah.
Dustin bolts off down the corridor as fast as he can, and you just saunter
Yeah.
in.
That
Brilliant.
still won't
Oh,
stop him. That won't stop Dustin. He's still gonna run in and then just still claim victory.
which side is he running to?
From our location inside the throne room, I think, to where we are now, basically.
Yeah.
That's where we're
I
running
see, I
to.
see.
Out the throne room, vault over the bloodbath, and up the balcony.
Right.
Up the
Impressive.
The best part is no one sees it, but he's like doing super acrobatics.
Yeah.
Eventually, the rest of you reach Dusted, and he's standing there, waiting.
Mighty proud of himself.
All right. As he's standing at the edge of this great hall, it's reasonably quiet around here. You can feel a bit of a draft.
Draft.
Is the main door open? Maybe?
That could be.
There's no animals in here now.
That's good, at least.
You are right. There isn't. The cage that was once in the corner has been knocked over. The pegs aren't in the ground anymore. And Lunan, as you make your way closer in, you notice the double doors at the top have fully retracted and are standing wide open.
Maybe some of them fled.
Suppose if there were beasts of burdens here, they could have used them for that.
Maybe they did. Is there any fresh tracks of animals?
Roll a normal survival check for me. Who else? While you're doing that, Yelena, what are you up to?
I mean, she'd probably help Luna and look for them to see which way they went, I think. I don't know if we've
Okay.
ever been in this room down here. Oh, that doesn't show. There's a door there.
Do you want to head down there?
If it doesn't look like Luna's having any success, but she won't just wander off without telling the others because we don't know where all
It's our job, Jelena, not yours.
Exactly. Doesn't want to just wander off because we don't know where all the auntie are. So she'll wait and see if Luna finds anything, and if he does, she'll point out the door to the others.
All right. Valrus?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he's just gonna lounge around, wait for things to happen.
All right. And Dusted?
Well, Dust can assist. I think Dustin has survival, so he can maybe assist Lunan with his search.
Yeah, he could do.
Mhm.
Okay. Valrus, why don't you roll a perception check for me? And Yelena a perception check for me too. And then Lunan and Valrus survival checks, please.
I already rolled.
Lunan and Dusted,
Oh.
you mean?
Dusted, sorry, yes.
Varys is not paying attention.
All right. Yelena, while you're waiting for Lunan, you're keeping an eye out on things. It looks like there has been some recent traffic around here. Your vision can see quite well all the way down to the back over there. It doesn't look like anything has disturbed the door near where you've been focusing your attention, but rather coming up from the sloping corridor below towards you. You've spotted a couple of tracks and disturbances in the ground, like people have been running. Valrus, go on.
I was gonna say, like, they've been running
Towards
'cause I know
the
that-
position.
yeah, so they would have gone up from where we are, that kind of direction.
Up past you towards
Yeah.
where Lunan is searching.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Which brings me to Lunan and Dusted. You both cast your eye down to have a look and see what you can find. It looks like a lot of recent disturbance over here. There have been a couple of small groups of people running through this area, almost in panic. The gates were pulled out and not knocked out, and then it looks like one or two people may have mounted the beast that was in here and fled northwards out of the keep or out of the tower. Valrus, yeah, it looks like everything is going well here. Nothing for you to do.
Wonderful. Well, I take it we're more or less done with the place.
All the auntie are gone. They have run away.
Yeah, they've run away, but we should check that there's nothing left in these rooms.
There is a door down there. I don't know what is in it.
Yeah, and there is one up here at least. Maybe more. Let's do this one first and then go out the same way we came in. Can take the southern door on the way out.
So you're headed up
Are you
north?
joining, Dustin? Yeah.
Valrus, what about you? Oh, he's on the move too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was just going to say that I'm following along.
All right. All right, moving up towards the main gate, you can see the wide passageway leading out past the bronze doors, or the doorway now. You guys are looking down the corridor, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
As you get up to
Yep.
the top, let's see. I mean, it's easily discernible.
Oh, schön room.
You notice just past the door there's another room on the back. From this distance, all you can really see is a great stone altar in the center of the room.
Speaking of this one there.
Yeah.
Let's go in. I don't think anyone's still here, but
Alright, who's leading?
I'll have a look.
Lunan is,
Hmm?
followed by Valrus. Then Dusted. Yelena, are
Is that a
you...
door here?
There is a door there, yeah.
Oh. Shall I have a look?
That's like an altar or something.
Looks
ahead.
like it.
Dusted, what are you doing? Opening the door?
That's gonna push it open, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're looking for what were you looking for? Survivors or just what was it, prisoners or something?
Curious. Although it looks like there might be prisoners there if there was any in here.
Alright.
More pillows.
First off, let me... Lunan. As you move into the center of this chamber, you notice a blood-stained altar stands in the middle of this room. It has shackles bolted to the top, and niches and nicks, and cuts and grooves chipping the side and carved into the side. Housed in each niche is a human skull. Grooves run down the altar to gutters on the floor, allowing the spilled blood to drain into the walls, where clay urns overflow with wet bones and gore.
Pleasant.
Very
I wonder
pleasant.
if this was for a particular purpose or just decoration for them.
At the end of the chamber are portcullis to a room beyond.
A look.
You moving over?
Yeah.
Heavy iron portcullis seal this chamber beyond. As you draw closer, the stench of sweat fills the air. It's humid. You notice just on the corner holes dug into the ground but covered with cages. You recognize these as prison pits.
What can you see, Valorous?
Cells in the floor. Pits where they
Is there a
keep
way
the
in?
prisoners.
Try and move the things around. See if there's a button anywhere or a lever or something.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Oh, good at that. 5.
A 5. Where did you say you were searching?
Probably like around here. Look at that particular 5-foot area, maybe. Maybe on the other side as well, just in case that there's a barrel in the way.
No, I mean, with a 5, yeah, nothing really sticks out. It's unusually bland over here. You'll definitely need some help.
Beyond brute force, I don't see much. You're welcome to have a look.
Sure.
Lunan, what are you up to?
I will go and. Valorous just asked me for help, so I will go and help him.
Before, what were you doing?
Look for. I think I was just standing, maybe looking up here.
Okay, so let me just reveal this up there quickly as well, so you know that it's a door. Okay, so you're gonna help Lunan out. If you can roll an investigation check for me, please.
Oh, there's clearly nothing here.
Wow. All right. Then, Dusted. As the door to this chamber flies open, the first thing that hits you is the haze of incense lingering within this chamber. Normally untraceable, but it's quite sharp. You've recognized this sort of smell before, but even faded your feline skills notice them immediately. As you cast your eye across this chamber within, you see faded murals decorate the walls. Throw rugs and cushions lie scattered on the floor. An engraved chest rests in one corner next to a stone urn covered with a snake carving. A creature with the head and upper body of a dark-skinned woman and the lower body of a serpent. That's the carving on the urn, by the way.
Oh, on the urn, I was like,
Yeah. You recognize the carving instantaneously, by the way, instantly.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if they put her in that jar. That would be morbid. Galena, it seems like they need help with some brute force up ahead. I'll go check here. Don't worry about it.
Should I leave you to look things in?
You say loot. I say investigate. Yes.
Yelena, what are you up to?
She will give Dusted a suspicious look.
Uh-huh.
She sees those pillows.
Oh boy.
You better not hog them all to yourself. And then she will go and see what Lunan.
Okay. Dustin, what are you up to?
Dustin would like to try. He's kind of had it with the whole chest malarkey once he was in the tomb. So he sort of like ignores that, but he is going to try to see how soft the pillows are.
Oh,
Again, looking for see how that works out this time. Sorry, I'm also typing in the loot as well.
okay. No worries.
Yeah.
The pillows indeed are very soft and comfortable. Not as comfortable as the ones that Raznazi owns, but quite good nonetheless. I mean, the whole lot of them might fetch 30 gold pieces.
I could swap these with the Rasmussen ones. Yes. Oh, the music is perfect for this.
The most evil plans.
Yes. But yeah, Dustin's gonna put them in the bag as well. Like so it's a clay urn. Is it open or is it closed?
Yeah, there is a closed clay urn with the carving of Fenthaza on the front of it, next to
Yeah.
an engraved chest, which also has the carving of Fenthaza on the lid.
Might be her old chamber.
It might indeed be. Curiosity kills the cat, doesn't it? Well, if this is a mimic, it should be a manageable mimic. And this time my friends is within shouting range. Dustin does the same thing that he did last time. He encountered a chest like this and takes out his dagger and taps it.
What are you looking for?
He's more worried that it's a mimic again. He ran into a mimic inside the tomb.
Alright, perception check then.
Oh god. Jalena, I deserve this. Yes, I do.
Oh my god.
There is something off about this chest. Maybe it's just the carving of Fenthaza on it, but it's definitely suspicious.
Jalena!
I have to wait a moment.
Alright,
Look at
Yelena.
this. Yes.
You are making your way over quite quickly, and you notice that Lunan and Varus have tried to get the gates open, but they just can't seem to have a clue and have almost given up as you get to the area that they're at. Clearly they need help, but they haven't asked for it.
Oh, don't bother with this
you
room.
need
This gate is
some-
unopenable.
You
There must
you
have
need
been
some
an
muscle?
architectural mistake.
You need some muscle?
She has 13 strength, and that still puts us above all of us. And it's just chef kiss every time.
Do you? I'm sorry to say this, but I picture like Keira Knightley walking around going, "You want some muscles?" 14
Well.
strength.
Well, I could open it myself, but go ahead and try.
Why haven't you opened it yourself if it's
I'm
so
more curious
easy?
about what's behind this door, and I try to open the door.
Alright. Yelena, are you gonna give me an investigation check to help them out?
Yeah, why not? -1.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I mean, a 12 is pretty good. It's much better than the
Oh, right.
5s that they got, I think. Okay. As you set off, Falras,
Gonna bend those bars.
Yeah.
Valrus, did you say you kick the door open?
No. I open it.
Okay.
Normally.
You
Sure, I'll
open-
kick the door open. You said it already.
Alright, as you kick the door open, you notice it opens into a weird sort of triangular shape. It's not the only weird thing. Roll a perception check for me, please.
Boy. Crying pool of some sort. Low rolls today.
Now you understand how the UNT keep themselves clean. Because what appears in front of you is a stone basin with a viscous black and purple liquid. Steam rises from the basin in the center.
More strange pools of liquid here.
It looks like a UNT sauna.
Anyone fancy a dip?
A dip in mud.
Whatever that is.
You first.
You go figure out that door over there.
I'm working on it, okay?
Just silent pushes Valrus in.
Good idea. Now go for the dip. Give him a little push.
Huh? Lunan, what are you up to in the meantime?
I think he's walking around the room looking for a way of opening the door.
Some kind of switch.
Yeah.
You walk around looking for the switch, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I will give you another chance then, along with Yelena, who heard 12. See if you can beat that.
I won't, but
Go on. Dusted. As you come walking out, you notice they're all searching in the corner, but you're still holding this chest out in front of you. Dusted.
Oh, sorry, you were talking to me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dustin is still sort of like. Growls a little bit and goes back and has a look at the clay urn this time. Is it corked or something? What was it? It was sealed, right?
Yeah. It's got a cork seal on it.
I mean, it could be more wine. Yeah, let's try and open it. What's the worst that can happen to me? And now you're just gonna kick my ass with some kind of genie in a bottle, aren't you?
Go ahead and roll a strength check for me, please.
Oh well, I'm incompetent at that.
The urn is... It's about chest height for you. You've got to really wrestle this cork off. Yeah?
Oh, it's a big one then. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's 4 foot high
50.
and you're only 5 foot, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Oh dear, this might be a mistake. How do you even pour wine from this thing then?
That's what you're wondering as you grab hold and you dig your claws into the cork. Pulling.
This might be a mistake.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh, great! Here we go. There is a gin down
it's
here.
An air elemental. Or a
What?
gin.
Hello. didn't it put? Oh, it did. Okay.
Dusted.
That's another Pete steak.
I know, right?
So I let the air out of the bottle, huh?
As you pull the cork, the air flies out of the bottle, swirling and knocking the urn over. It doesn't break, but boom, 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 knocks on the ground as the air elemental looms up over you. Do you happen to speak Auran?
No.
Bring it here, I do.
Is the door open? Can you? No, you can probably not hear it from that distance.
You probably didn't understand that, but needless to say, it is going to make 2 attacks at you.
Oh dear.
Oh shoot. Look at that, his opening gambit, his opening roll was a 1.
Oh, for some reason I cannot see it, but yeah.
Oh, I need to... Cheers, thank you. I need to bring this
that
to everyone.
yeah.
Oh, and a 2!
The other one.
2 absolute corkers.
Well, in 9 turns time, he will start killing me. So that's interesting.
In... yeah, no, you're probably gonna dust the floor with him. No? Too soon?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Go on then, Dusted, do your worst.
Well, it's certainly gonna be my worst. Dustin is letting out like a very distressed cat noise, and he is gonna pull out his rapier and use his heroic inspiration to get advantage on the attack.
Oh.
So we're starting with the rapier, which is a 25.
Oh shoot, that hits.
All right. So that's 11 damage. I'm gonna use the Vex ability, so I get advantage on the next attack. That should also hit.
Oh yeah.
A 5. That's also still good. And the last attack. So my attack action is a 23. So that should also hit.
That does
Oh
hit.
wait, no, I don't. Oh, sorry, I don't know. For I'm gonna use my Piercer ability, which allows me to re-roll 1 dice. So I'm gonna re-roll the 4. Hopefully, gets it. That didn't help. Oh well. So I deal 30 damage to it.
Altogether?
I think altogether is 30. Yeah, but it's a magic weapon. I don't know if it has something that it's a piercing magic weapon. I don't know if that counts for anything, but and that's my turn.
Okay. Right. We've just started combat. That's another couple of seconds. Valrus, you've already stepped in the room and you're talking about the sauna.
Mm-hmm.
Lunan and Yelena, did you re-roll your investigation checks for me?
Oh,
I
did
did roll. It was another 4.
Roll a
Or
perception
it was a
check
4.
for me, Lunan, please. And Yelena, you haven't rolled your other investigation, have you?
Oh, I
24.
didn't realize I got to.
If you haven't, you can alt instead. I mean, there you go, nat 20 as well. Okay. We're going to do one more round of combat with Dusted. As the two of you spot a bronze lever hidden in the side of the wall. Literally where Valrys was standing. Sorry, Valrys.
I wish your fat ass was in the way.
Mm-hmm. It was his tail. You can't blame him.
Your fat tail was in the way.
We have not yet established whether or not I have one.
As the two of you dive for it, you will hear the second round of combat from the room.
Ooh.
We will now jump to the beginning of the second round of combat. And the elemental will go first, and he is going to use his whirlwind attack.
That sounds scary.
It says each creature in the elemental space must make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Wait, so he moves into my space to do it?
Yeah, he can move into your space
That's nasty.
and stop there without expending extra movement as well.
Ooh.
So he will literally... I mean, if we can
So he
center
can-
him on
oh.
here, but... He can move into your space and then he can move back again, or he can stay in there.
All right. So what do I do? Do I take that? What happens?
Can you roll a DC 13 strength save, please?
I hope so. That's a 19.
Nice. Okay. As it moves into your space, Dusted, you are flung into the corner by the pillows and you land unceremoniously heaped on your feet but plonk quite hard. You take 15 points of damage
Ow!
as you are flung across the room and knocked prone.
On a save? Wow. Okay. That's dangerous. All right.
Okay, and he's... I mean, hold on. He's taking up this space, but that's where he is.
Mhm.
And that is his turn. It is now your go.
All right. Gonna stand up. Because I do not, at the start of my turn, not have heroic inspiration, and I'm in combat, I gain heroic inspiration. And I have 15 feet of movement. I'm just gonna step over here and use my rapier again. Have at you, Mister. 21.
Nice.
Oh, that hits.
Yeah.
That's the lowest roll I've had so far, so might as well ask. At 2, I want to re-roll that one.
Nice.
Please be ready. That, okay, so I don't have any more re-rolls in that manner, so a 10. And then I'm going to swing at him again.
Hold on.
Still dexing it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go on. Okay.
And 13, so 23 total so far.
Okay, yeah. He's definitely bloodied.
Ah, well, he's going to have another... Oh, I forgot to crit roll that. I'm just going to quickly do that. Not a crit, sort of advantage roll that. So 28. Also hits, I think. And then for 11 points. So a total of 34.
34.
Jesus, he's hurting me.
He's on 16.
Oh, that's all I got.
No second wind, no extra oomph.
No. I have an action surge, but I'm gonna save it.
Alright. Then that'll bring us to the beginning of the next turn as we have everyone else rolling initiative, please.
I know I could save face just by using action surge and hopefully hitting him enough to kill him. It's way too much fun otherwise. Jelena hurt me.
Dusted is just passing some bad winds.
Yes. Oh, it flung me into that wall. Jesus. Ow.
Confined space as well.
Mm.
I didn't want to make it too dramatic. We could always have you hit 2 walls.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So Yelena, you're first. As you hear the
Yeah.
commotion and the wind knocked out of Dusted, you recognize that sound. He's been knocked out a couple of times.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wonder if he's fighting with the pillows.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I will go and tell him off. Don't shred them. She will wander down here. She'll be about to tell Dusted off, fighting with pillows, and then I guess she'll see the air element. I think.
For theatre purposes, roll a perception check for me.
Yeah, I think they're kind of
Oh.
hard to see sometimes.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I imagine the floors aren't super clean, so it's probably not too bad.
Yes, he does it playing around in the pillows. Never mind.
Yelena, you've not fought an air elemental before. But what would your perception be? What would you assume it looks like?
Wind.
Dusted has some wind.
She would probably take it literally and be like, yeah, it's just like what elemental have we fought before? Have we fought any?
Have we fought any? I don't know.
I
don't
don't
think
know
so.
actually. She'd probably assume it'd just be
We've-
kind of like a genie,
We've seen a
but
Jin.
not as
We've
human
seen a Jin.
and
Or
just
Dao.
wind.
Was it
Yeah,
Dao when it
Dao, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it.
She'd-
You haven't
she'd
encountered
probably
that
assume
yet.
that kind of thing, because I guess she maybe knows that they're somewhat related.
There's a whirlwind in the jar. Be careful.
As you
are you
approach
doing?
the area, you cautiously move quickly across, and you hear something before you see it. Almost like a big wind blasting through a tunnel. And then your eyes come into focus as you round the corner, and indeed it does look like a tunnel of wind has just thrown itself against the far corner and is gathering itself up almost like a big wall of water, except it's a wall of air swirling around as it's poised up ahead to strike down on Dusted like a hammer hitting an anvil.
What did you do? How did you make the air angry?
It was in the bottle. I did. It's angry. I let it out. The last one was at least a little bit more gentle than that.
The
Release
last
some
one?
gas, that's all.
Well, I guess I stab air.
you an airline for assassins? Hello, I'm
She-
Yelena. Welcome to Stan Air.
Oh my god.
I'll be your captain tonight. You gonna make your point?
Yep, she's gonna make her point.
Go
Her-
on then.
her sword- Oh, that's a 30. Probably
Oh.
doesn't hit.
Slightly confused about what you've seen before because you've never
Yeah.
encountered it before. You try and stab your sword downwards into where the air comes from, and shank! It hits the stone ground. Confused, you take a small step forward and swing again, and this time you hear a howl of pain as it
You
connects.
know, I kind of feel bad for this one. I'm sorry, Mr. Elemental, but I'm allowed to throw dusted around, okay?
Can you speak Orin?
Oh, she can't.
Oh
It's
no!
only
I wonder if
Valorous.
she knows that Valorous can, because if she did, then she'd probably.
He has spoken
Oh.
before.
Valorous! Can you come and talk to the angry air?
Okay, he says, confused, and starts moving over when his turn comes around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
You're not
hope
in
they will
my.
call out me.
You're not on the combat tracker yet, are you? Have you rolled an
think
initiative?
it's-
But
I rolled a
Yeah, he rolled
17.
17.
I
So.
think it's because it's the wrong token.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just that.
You've loaded in with the wrong token. Okay, I'll add you to the tracker, shall I? There you go.
No, this is the correct one.
What, the 21
Next
health?
time Lunan has gases, he will ask Valorous to come and talk to them.
Oh boy.
We need to sort your
Burn.
token out for us. What's going on?
Because I'm using the old
Update.
uh,
Do update like Lunan.
Mm,
I changed my previous character sheet to be the new sorcerer.
update, make happy.
Oh,
I don't
So
know.
Jelena, are you ready for pain?
Token.
Or
Is it
watching
still...
Dusted be in pain?
Yelena, have you got another attack?
I think no, she just has the 2, so that is all. She'll
That's
just
all.
hover here. I can't move.
Hover by the door.
anymore anyway. Yeah, she'll hover by the door.
Okay. In which
Oh, it's
case,
a shame. My initiative, I think, would have been just 21 because of Yarlena's boost.
Mm,
Oh, you don't have it anymore. I see.
we good to go?
Yeah.
All right. Then the turn passes to the air elemental. Yelena, you unfortunately don't speak Orin either, do you? As you smash the air elemental, it looks down and
I'm sorry, okay?
roll an insight check for me.
Oh. 11?
I mean, with an 11, I think pretty much, you know, most obscene gestures are universal. I think an 11 should just do it. As the air elemental
There's no-
decides he's going to make one big slam attack against you.
There's no need to be like that, okay?
Brush of wind smashes past your face. Does it connect?
Yeah.
Oh, more than just a brush of wind.
Oh!
I don't know what you're concentrating on though.
I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it was the Shield of Faith, and I just forgot
And that's
to
a long
remove
time
it.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
We were short rested, I think. So that doesn't even. Yeah.
Alright, as he does more than just brush your face and slams his fists straight into you. The second attack he gets, he is going to slam into you, Dusted.
Makes sense.
Oof. 24.
That does indeed hit.
Alright, here comes the pain.
Yes.
A whole
15. Another 15.
Yeah, as he
Ow.
smashes into you as well. And then almost lets out a hiss of air in your face.
Dusted is bloodied. Yay! No, wait. No, I cannot do math. Never mind.
Have to roll that. His whirlwind still doesn't charge up, so Valrus, over to you.
Yeah, he'll have to, I guess, dash over and look inside the room.
What are you doing?
As you do, Valrus, you hear, well, the first thing you see actually is Yelena gets slammed against the back wall. As she looks down, you recognize that look on her face. It's that kind of look that's, you know, you've had one too many pints tonight, mate. Think you can touch me? Alright. And then she almost smiles as you can just imagine the murder she's about to commit. There's definitely something she's fighting in the room next door. And as you peek around the corner, it's almost as if you spot Dusted, who's also reeling from a similar blow. And then you notice the air elemental scream in Dusted's face as you just about make up your mind not to attack Yelena. Or do you?
So I see the air elemental.
Indeed you do. He's only got 4 hit points, by the way. Hence the reason he's not very happy. Oh,
I
wait.
guess I'll say, and yeah,
You speak Orin.
I do.
You do indeed. As he hisses in Duster's mouth, you hear him say, "Foolish mortals, I'm going to fuck you up."
I'll respond from behind the corner and say, "That's not what it looks like to me." You seem quite surrounded, so if you'd like to just calm down, we could point you towards the nearest exit and perhaps leave things amicably, no?
Roll a persuasion check for me, please.
23?
Oh shit! Pardon my language over the last 2
Rounds of combat.
yeah. But goddamn. Nice one. And that doesn't include Yolena's bonus, am I right?
No, it does not.
And you still get her bonus on top?
No, that saves, right?
Yeah, I think
That
so.
just saves. Arse. Okay.
Just
Um,
say it's
Just saves. Right, I am going to... Alright, indeed. The air elemental almost stops in its tracks and you notice a confused look on its face as it bores down and says, "It's a welcome surprise that you can speak this one's language."
What did it say at first?
He said it's a welcome surprise that you can at least speak this one's language.
I can indeed. And the others, but they're less important.
He almost smiles and nods at you. And then his face takes on a small look of pity. But you are not her. As he angrily shouts in your face. He intends to attack you on the beginning of his next turn, by the way.
Yeah, I gathered.
I'll step over his corpse before I let him do that. So
Varus puts a hand on his forehead, shakes his head, sighs, and with a bonus action, using Quicken Spell,
oh yes.
pulls out tendrils of lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And casts. Let me think, actually. Yeah, whatever. Shocking Grasp.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, actually, no, he might be resistant to that. He is an air boy.
Can I interject quickly?
Yes,
If
I
can
wouldn't
ask,
know that.
You said you're using your bonus action.
Yep.
Are you saving your action?
My action's gone
He was dashing.
because of the dash, yeah.
Oh,
I had to dash to get here.
dash. Got you.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Why do I have so few nice spells to do small amounts of like AoE? So he doesn't have a chance.
I mean, even Shocking Grasp could kill him. He's, what was his single digit HP at this
It
point?
could. Well,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I'll try. He might be resistant, but I don't know.
That's
Or
like
immune.
4 HP, I think.
Well, that'll hit.
Oh yeah, definitely. As you lay your hand on it, the shocking grasp almost charges into him directly. Go ahead and roll your damage. 3d8.
17 points. Yeah.
Never mind. He has to have, well, if he has single digits, he has to have 9 HP to survive.
He has 4.
Oh yeah.
He does
That's
have
true.
4, and he's resistant to lightning. As you
Yeah.
close your fist and grapple a section of this air elemental, you start to pulsate energy through, and it almost glows. And then, why don't you explain to us how you demolish this air elemental with 4 hit points left?
He holds his hand in the center as the clouds that is the air elemental begin to darken and a storm like lightning surges from within. And he sizzles out. Poof.
Disappears into nothing, does he?
Eat him.
Yeah, into nothing.
Eat him.
Eat him?
Yeah. Breathe him in.
Yeah, Valrus gets a quick and breathes in.
Disturbing as hell.
Like sucking the end of a blunt quickly.
yeah. Yeah.
As Valrus
No
does a
idea what
quick
that's like.
draw. Your eyes almost roll up in the back of your head as you experience this euphoria that you've never felt before, Valrus. Your toes almost curl. And roll a constitution check for me, please.
Oh.
Oh no.
Saving throw check.
Check.
Okay, that's worse.
I want to see if
Even,
your heart
even
is beating
funnier.
out.
Oh, 19.
Oh, yeah. This feels good. Groovy, in fact. Oh, no. I mean, I thought for a second it might not agree with me and I might shit my pants in front of all of these people, but you know. Oh. Ooh. And then you breathe out, and as you do, you almost experience what it's like to come back down to earth as you look around and you're reminded that you're in the sacrificial temple of the UNT. Yeah, what the heck is going on there?
Well, that sure was an experience.
What was that?
These creatures are annoying.
Are they?
Well,
I kind of feel sorry for it.
try
Well, I-
to reason with it, but
Well, I did until it punched.
I think they don't tend to like anything that isn't to them.
Fair enough.
Why would the UNT keep an elemental in a bottle like this?
Maybe they thought it was a genie.
As well as says the part about the bottle, Dustin's gonna try to grab the jar and sort of peek down into it with one eye. Like, is there more down there?
Fair enough.
There
I
might be
mean,
something in it.
Varus, let me ask you, have you finished your turn?
Yeah, I think that was action, bonus action, movement.
Okay. In which case then, Dusted, as this takes place, you pop your head into the jar. Looking around,
What?
looking inside. Yeah, no, they're all gone. In fact, poof, it just disappeared.
Aw.
That has brought us
I'm not-
into combat.
But I'm not touching the chest. Like, sulkingly goes out of there.
The rest of you notice a small chest on the middle of the floor, carved with the image of Fenthaza herself.
I go and open it.
She really liked looking at herself.
Indeed she did. Belrus, as you walk into the chamber, you're just gonna brusquely walk up and open it?
Absolutely, what's the worst that could happen?
Something is wrong with that one, Valvis. Don't. Really
Okay.
don't.
The chest is unlocked. And as you open it, it creaks open. And inside, you find a bag of gold, a rolled up piece of leather, and what looks like a dagger sticking out of a scabbard, but the scabbard itself is jewel encrusted, as is the dagger.
Mm. Okay.
Why don't you give me an intelligence check?
Oh,
Alright.
we're doomed.
Make it. You're the only one in this room, Valrus, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Not an arcana?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can make an Arcana check for me if you want.
Sure.
What are you looking for?
I guess any runes, indication that this blade is magical, potentially. Or the other items, but I doubt the piece of leather would be.
Go on. Have a little roll for me.
Not very good. You might just take out the wand of magic detection in a bit.
Alright, so you don't come across anything there, no.
Yeah, if nothing else, he'll point his wand at the stuff and cast detect magic.
Okay. As you activate Detect Magic, Lunan, what are you up to? Axel, you're on mute.
Lunan looks at the lever. Here it is. Here's something. About to react, and then it's already gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very true, actually.
But he moves over. What happened?
We had to kill some air.
Well, they were keeping a thing in a jar that jumped out at me when I opened it.
Was
That's
it
the
an
story?
animal?
What do I know? It was an air with face.
It's too bad that you didn't keep it. I could have captured it.
Look, I tried to reason with it. It would not listen.
It just sounded like you
I
were
don't need to
listening.
reason with it to capture it. I just bind it to my will.
Fair enough.
What is it with?
He was quite rude. You know? He punched
How do you
me.
mean?
He punched me.
I see.
After I stabbed him.
Deserved.
Deserved. He deserved to be stabbed.
Don't worry about the order things that I stabbed him. And then don't worry about that. But
No. If only he had punched you.
He was too
did
slow
punch
to
me.
do that. I'm too
Oh,
powerful.
yeah.
It didn't
Okay,
look
Galina.
like... I don't know. You kill air elemental with lightning. Somehow that seems a bit weird in my opinion.
I don't know, Erlen. I just reached forward
Wouldn't
and
it have
it was
made
gone.
him stronger? It is also air?
I am too powerful for that.
But then he would become powerful. Because he is air.
He fell to my greatness.
You're not
I
great.
cast shocking rasp at the air.
Galina, I am officially giving you at least 3 free passes on talking about cutting off tails at this point.
If you don't stop, I will cut off your tail.
Nay, I might
That's
not
one.
have one. You don't know.
He's in denial. I see it. It's right there. She gives a tug. See?
Valorous pulls his cloak in the way.
Covers himself up, yeah.
Hisses at Yarlena and points the fancy blade at her. Stay away.
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. I look at it. Is it magical?
Like, oh god, I love Volrus just haha, threatening and then starts looking at it. How does this work? I've never used the weapon before.
Can you roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please, Valrus?
Oh no!
As you
Is it
grab
Constitution?
the dagger, yeah. As you grab the dagger, you don't realize it's got a viscous, sort of sticky quality to it. As you
Ooh.
grab
No!
the hilt,
No!
you
You
pick
get a
it up.
+5.
Alright. 18 then?
Yeah, Leno.
An
No.
18 will save on this instance.
Ooh.
As you almost feel your hand beginning to vibrate, and then the warmth of Yelena's embrace washes over you as you just feel the poison leaching into your hand begin to dissolve and disappear. You hesitate before you start threatening people with the dagger. But it doesn't stop you as you continue to start threatening them.
I cast Mage Hand with the other hand, grab it. Best not hold this with bare hands and threaten them with my Mage Hand, holding the blade.
That might actually work because we might not know that Mage Hand cannot do damage, but
Can you use the
Lunan
fake?
does.
Can you use the fake hands to stab people?
I don't know.
You
I've
don't
never
know.
really tried.
Shouldn't you
But
know this?
can I borrow one of your daggers?
Was that to
he
Dustin?
only has one.
Oh, right.
Oh, you want one of mine?
I borrow. I wanna test if I can stab Yarlena with it.
You are not going to test if you can stab me with it. Shouldn't you all know this? Don't you cast these spells? How do you not know what they do? I know what
Just
mine do.
steps a little back from
This might
Lunan and Jalena.
What? Vet du det? Lunan cast Mage Hand to have it appear behind Yarlena and poke her in her back.
Dustin has already moved away. It's not him doing this. It's just
Alright, if we're going turn by turn, it's an action to use the mage
Yeah.
to do anything. But if we're doing it for messing around sake, then
Yeah.
combat is over, just so everybody is aware. Okay.
It might start up. It might start up any second now with knives being pointed at everything. I'm just stepping away so I don't get caught in the crossfire.
There we go. I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but you know, Yelena, all of a sudden this hand pokes you in the back as in front another hand is waving a knife at you, talking about killing you.
I swear. This is the thanks that I get
Oh,
for
don't
keeping you all safe. Huh?
don't pretend to be the reasonable one here.
I am the reasonable one. I'm not waving around daggers at my friends, am I?
Neither am I. It's
Yes,
just
you
this
The hand is
magical
yours. The hand is yours.
Might be Lunan's.
No, Lunan's is the one behind.
You wouldn't know whose is who.
God.
You have the weird dagger that you told us not to touch. I wonder why. You told us not to touch it, huh?
Want to find out?
No, I don't really. Why don't you touch it again and then I can see?
Mm,
Hmm?
I'll
And I'll
pass.
take a few steps back as well, just so we can see the full effect.
I'll pass.
No?
But I'll have a quick look at it. What kind of magic is it giving off?
It's not magical at all.
Oh, just covered in some sort
It's
of
just been
poison.
dipped in poison.
Just been dipped in poison.
Draped in slime and poison. Yeah.
Yelena, roll an intelligence check for me, and Luna,
Oh yeah.
an intelligence or a religion check for me. In fact, Yelena, you can
Perfect.
also
Oh, I can roll a
roll a
religion.
religion check.
Can I roll a religion? I've already rolled an intelligence.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh wow.
And that's better.
She had another brainwave.
Okay, both of you being from a divine background, paladins and clerics and such, instantly recognize this ceremonial dagger. As he holds it and waves it out to you and you're busy poking fun, you realize that this is, or must have been, the dagger that Fenthaza used to conduct all of these sacrifices and rituals in this temple.
Ugh.
What? The question dawns on you, though. What made her leave it behind?
You think she left it for a trap? You know, if it is. Oh wait, no, Yantia. Do we know that Yantia are they immune or resistant to poison?
One would assume they're resistant, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if she wanted the person she left in charge to do some sacrifices.
With her own dagger? Possibly not.
I don't know how personal these things are. I suppose it was in a chest with her picture on it, so maybe it is kind of personal.
I cannot think of a more narcissistic woman. And that is despite knowing quite a few narcissistic women in our travel at this point.
What narcissistic women have you met?
Which
Waxanare.
ones indeed?
Are you trying to
What's
say
an-
something valorous?
No, I'm just
It took until
wondering.
now that Lunan realized it was her room and like, wait a second, that's her room? And you messed around with it? How will we find any hair in here now?
Oh, that's well. To be fair, I think any hairs have been blown away by that elemental that Dusted released long ago.
So does that mean you ate her hair?
I don't think
No,
so.
just that a lot of my just that a lot of my fur has been mixed in with it after it started flinging me around the room like a rag doll.
Yes.
Pun intended.
Though, perhaps one of these items would help. They seem quite personal. Maybe. We'll
Oh,
have
yeah,
a look at
that's
the
true.
piece of leather as well
Would
to
hurt
see
to
if
bring.
it has anything more interesting on it. Or if it's just literally a rolled up piece of leather.
Check
It
to
is
see if she has a
rolled up
trash
piece.
bin with.
Bear with me 1 second. I will get the rolled up piece of leather out for you as soon as I find it. I think I just passed the flipping. Oh no, that's frozen. There we go. Sorry. It half loaded it. Alright, I'm going to add to the handouts.
Oh. Where did you?
Oh, nice. These are the positions.
Oh.
And
Oh, this is where
all
she's
that-
gone. Oh, we were
with the-
nearly
with-
right with
yeah.
some of them.
Yeah,
Wait
we were
a second.
spot on with 2 of them.
Yeah, we just missed the orangey one.
Yeah.
It's like Bai's Keep or something like that. Fort Calder.
Yeah.
Possibly
Lost
the
Swamps?
Lost Swamp. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Yeah,
Was that too
something like
far?
that. Lost Swamps, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know how much our characters know about that continent.
You can roll
Yeah,
a
I know,
history
I
check
don't.
if you want.
Yeah, I don't expect Yarlena to know a lot because she's not been there.
Mine has been to Port Kestrel and Fort Calder. It's unknown if I would have known what happened in the Lost Ones or Bias Keep. Bias Keep was where we went to find that lich, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
I'll give you advantage, seeing as you're rolling about that specific area then.
Sorry, history or
History, yeah.
okay?
Or religion.
I'm still. Well, I'm rubbish at either. So
Mm-hmm.
14.
A 14. Okay. Looking at this, you recognize this continent definitely. With a 14, you know the location of the orange ring. That's the below Bai's Keep, which is a swamp, as far as you know. It
Oh yeah.
it once housed a great kingdom.
Oh yes, oh shit, that was in the early story. Oh no. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But there were rumors of a great black dragon that had taken roost there. With the 14, that's for that location, that's about as much as you've picked up. But with the 14, you recognize the continent. The white circle is definitely the frozen wastes.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then the yellow circle is near the desert region.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing here on an island. You're missing a piece.
Yes. Wait, there is a hole in the middle. That's true, right? This it's deliberate. The hole in the middle.
That's a mistake. There's no hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a black circle that was sort of like so it was an inlay to something that you'd have to place it with a pin in it. So you'd have to place it down, and then something would reveal itself. That's why I
Do
was
the
asking.
other
Ash, you said
pieces that
yes.
were in the box seem relevant at all? It was the scroll, the blade, and was there something else?
The sheath
Oh, there was a bag of gold.
and the
as
bag of
well.
gold, yeah. That is 200 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. Spread that out right now, or put it into Dusted's bag of holding like everything else. Does it look like there's a piece missing from the leather map?
Yeah, there does look like there's a piece missing from the map in general. Possibly.
Yeah, this is the eastern continent, I
Mhm.
suppose.
Correct.
Oh, yes. So the first location might be in...
You've only got the top end of Chult. No one has bothered to add in the Chultan, so there definitely must be a piece missing.
Hmm.
She might still be around then.
Or maybe whatever is on the island means that she just need these.
Perhaps, yeah.
What island?
Crying would be useful right now.
In that case, we best get back and find a mirror with that. Well, a mirror. It's just a mirror you need, right? It's still a mirror.
Or a crystal ball.
He doesn't need either. He's got his focus.
All right.
He's got the focus, which is worth like 5,000 gold or something silly.
Ah,
What I need is good night's rest.
Speaking of which,
Right.
it is about 7 p.m., coming up to 8 p.m. on the evening. In
It could, in
fact,
theory, scry straight away.
in fact, Lunan, can you roll a survival check for me, please?
Yes. Could you remind me?
It is a jungle survival, so you get advantage.
It's from the Ubuntu.
Yeah, the ring.
Both were crappy rolls, so 13.
13 is good enough, though. As you listen out down the corridor, because of the doors to the temple being wide open, you start to hear the beginnings of a thunder shower from outside. As you notice a couple of flashes coming through, indicating it is going to be a heavy thunderstorm.
So either we get going back to the tree, or we get stuck here for a bit. Do you guys want to stay here and wait out the storm, or do you want to hurry? We haven't explored it all yet.
I suppose we
I
can.
mean, what did you find in the far end of this room?
There's some prison pits. We don't know if it's anyone in them yet.
Well, shouldn't that be prioritized? This looks really confused.
We can check. Judging from all the blood, they probably are dead already. Luna will walk over and pull the lever.
Alright, in less than 10 seconds you reach the other side. As you slowly pull the lever open, the smell is the thing that hits you first. It's sweat mingled with the waste of human beings, of humanoids I should say. As you take another step closer, you take a look around and you can see that these are manhole covers, cages with winches that lift the cages up, and below these holes are the prisoners. And as you walk in and look around, you know the smell of death. Anyone that is alive has left this place a while ago. They're all dead underneath here.
Fortunately, they all seem to have passed.
Wait, did you say unfortunately or fortunately?
He said, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you properly. It was like, fortunately, all of them
they
are
both
dead.
passed.
So we
I
don't have
have
to
this
do
new
anything about
spell where I can create some undead. Since we're got rid of the Lich, I thought I'll take his place.
it. Jesus. As if there wasn't one Vargo already, like one candidate for Lichdom. You would have to do two. Oh well. In that case,
I just need a onyx stone, and then I'm golden.
Right.
in that case, should we find a place to rest?
I think that's a good idea.
So we explore the whole place.
I haven't
There was
seen
that
any other.
one that
Huh?
we were going to go to on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lead the way.
It is just gone 10:30. Do you want to finish that last room, or should we call it a night?
I'm
I'd
good with
prob-
either.
I'd probably say call
You
it a
know,
night.
DM, is it a small room or is it leading into something huge?
That's true.
It's like the entire dungeon is down here, past this door, and
We have now done 10%.
this is just a stairwell down.
Indeed.
Level 1 completed.
Oh no.
8 to go.
Right. I will read out the description of the room.
Alright.
It is clearly an armory. As the door to this room opens, you notice a massive 40 by 50 foot chamber, almost vault, filled with gleaming scimitars, serpent helms, and suits of scale armor cram the ground on the floor at the back. You notice a couple of bones litter the floor too, and a shield that seems to be made from a tortoise shell is lying on the ground. As you take in this room, you realize that this armory appears to have been ransacked. Either
Obvious.
the army has
They're on
taken
their way
what they needed and left, but this room appears not to hold anything useful.
There was a turtle shell here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I dread to ask. Turtle shell?
A half shell.
Like it's okay. So it's not big enough to be a total shell. That's
Oh,
good.
I thought you were making a reference to the Ninja Turtles, so I said
No.
half shell. It is the shell of a turtle, yes.
Oh, the horror.
Alright guys, I believe that is the dungeon or the temple of the UNT completed.
Alright.
Were you talking a long
Aye, aye.
I was
rest?
horrified.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Is the armory the safest place? Also.
So the comfiest place is
The snake
Um,
pit.
Its pillow,
Wouldn't this place be?
trove in his
There's nothing
bag of
left in
holding.
that place.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be the most safe
Secure.
if we,
Which
especially if we
place?
could close the door?
The harem.
Which one? Sorry. The
Oh,
harem.
there, I see.
The
How
one
do we
behind
even
the
get
throne
in
room.
there? Oh, the one behind the throne room. Oh, yeah, but if it cannot be opened on the other side, then yeah, it's a little bit.
we don't want to get stuck.
Mm.
We can get out. It's fine.
What about this one? That the air elemental was in.
Well, I suppose that's safe. I guess it's small, easy to defend.
Yeah,
Let's
and
hope
we'd
that
hear
the
anyone
elements doesn't-
coming in the main entrance as well.
Mm.
Is the main entrance open at the moment?
It is.
Why
Maybe
do-
we should shut it because we can go out the back.
But wasn't it required these like huge guards to open it?
Oh, I don't.
I mean, yeah.
Probably they are pretty big doors. Are we leaving the big doors open?
I doubt they come back. And we can log ourselves in here and then be safe for the night.
Yeah. Yeah, then I will take first watch.
Mm-hmm. And then I assume Lunan.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll need the both of you to roll perception checks for me.
Also, if we're staying in that room, I'd put alarm down as well. Somewhere. Just trying to find the one D&D version of the spell if there is one. Because it's still an option, or was still an option in
Which spell?
alarm.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I could do. I could cast Hallow, make it Sacred Ground.
But how long does it take to cast that? Isn't that a few hours or something?
There are two ways of casting it. So original is 1 day casting time. However, the new way of doing what's it called? Divine intervention is that I could cast it as an action without component. This is what I had planned to do on the elemental had I had the chance. I would have cast planar binding on it, then we would have a guard for 24 hours.
Oh my god.
I think I would put the alarm there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a 20-foot cube area.
Okay, I'll roll my
So that's where I'd place that.
Cool.
perception.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything worth costing. As if anyone wants a boost.
Can you, Lunan, roll your perception check for me for your watch, please?
Yes.
Oh, nice one. Alright, is there anything else anyone needs to do during the rest period?
Not for me.
I will have to set my new spells, but otherwise no.
Alright. In which case, there are no disruptions during your watch. Everyone completes their rest successfully, and that'll bring us to the end of our session tonight as well.
Alright.
Which means you'll all wake up in the morning refreshed and I believe fully healed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright.
Very good.
Thank you so much for the session.
Yeah. Thank you for the session.
You guys
I
are very
get to
welcome.
roll.
It was really nice.
Actually, I don't need to roll. I get back my
Curiosity
one
nearly
charge
killed the
from
cat
my-
again.
Yeah, curiosity nearly did, didn't it?
Yeah.
You had him.
Yeah.